Russell Wilson's journey through the NFL is nothing short of a roller coaster ride, filled with incredible highs and devastating lows. Picture this: a young quarterback, once hailed as a Super Bowl champion, suddenly finds himself at the center of fierce scrutiny and controversy. How does this happen to a player who had it all? From his early beginnings in Richmond, Virginia, to dominating the field with the Seattle Seahawks, and now embarking on a new chapter with the Pittsburgh Steelers, Russell's story delves deep into the heart-pounding world of professional football. What can we learn from his tumultuous career? Buckle up, because this is a tale of resilience, challenges, and the quest for redemption. Russell Wilson's journey to NFL stardom began in Richmond, Virginia, where he was born on November 29, 1988. From an early age, his family instilled in him a strong work ethic and a love for sports. His father, Harrison Wilson III, was both a collegiate football and baseball player, while his mother, Tammy Wilson, played basketball and was a track star. Growing up in such an athletic environment, it was no surprise that Russell took to sports like a fish to water. He excelled in multiple sports during his time at collegiate school, where he demonstrated exceptional talent in football, basketball, and baseball. However, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Despite his impressive performances, size limitations became a talking point as recruiters began to question his potential as a quarterback. Standing at just 5 feet 11 inches, he received a 2-star recruitment rating, which certainly didn't reflect his skills on the field. This skepticism fueled his ambition even further, pushing him to prove naysayers wrong. Wilson initially committed to North Carolina State University, where he continued to showcase his talent. However, the challenges were far from over. He faced stiff competition for the quarterback position from other talented players at NC State. But instead of shying away, Wilson thrived under the pressure. By his sophomore year, he had made a name for himself, leading the team to impressive victories while breaking multiple school records. This phase of his life taught him valuable lessons about resilience and determination, setting the stage for the next chapter in his incredible career. As he finished his time at NC State, he was ready to embark on a new journey, a leap into the NFL that would ultimately change his life forever. Unlike many of his peers hailed as future stars, Russell Wilson faced significant skepticism as he made the leap from high school to college football. Coming out of collegiate school in Richmond, Virginia, he was a standout athlete, but his size, listed at just 5 feet 11 inches, led many scouts to overlook him, deeming him a long shot. Confined to a mere 2-star recruitment rating, the whispers of doubt followed him as he transitioned to college football. Despite the skepticism, Wilson was undeterred. He took his talents to North Carolina State, ecstatic for the opportunity to prove himself. But the challenges didn't cease there. During his freshman year, he had to compete against veteran players for a starting spot, an uphill battle that tested his resolve. Wilson embraced it head-on, showcasing exceptional skill and a football IQ that stood out, leading him to eventually earn the starting quarterback position after a hard-fought battle. However, the trials were mounting. With a coaching change on the horizon, Wilson faced uncertainty. It was a pivotal moment that would shape his destiny. Would he stick with NC State and navigate the grueling transition, or would he explore options elsewhere? The uncertainty only fueled his competitive fire. Ultimately, he decided to take on the challenge, honing his skills and adapting to new coaching styles. But the journey wasn't without its bumps. In 2011, after an impressive, record-setting season at NC State, Wilson made the bold decision to transfer to the University of Wisconsin for his final year of eligibility in pursuit of a national championship. This move was met with a mix of excitement and skepticism. Many wondered if he could seamlessly integrate into a new program without missing a beat. Yet, once again, Wilson proved the naysayers wrong, transforming the Wisconsin offense. He led the Badgers to the Rose Bowl and left an undeniable mark that echoes in college football history. Every challenge he faced not only molded him into a resilient competitor, but also instilled a fierce determination to rise above the doubts cast upon him. This defining chapter in his life instilled the realization that relentless hard work, combined with unwavering self-belief, could pave the way to success, even against all odds. Wilson's journey through college foreshadowed his remarkable ascent into the NFL, setting the stage for a career filled with both triumph and trials. When Russell Wilson declared for the NFL Draft in 2012, the buzz around him was palpable, yet laced with skepticism. At just 5 feet 11 inches, many teams doubted whether his height would be a liability in a league dominated by taller quarterbacks. As the draft unfolded, whispers began to circulate. Would Wilson's talents be overshadowed by concerns over his stature? But when the Seattle Seahawks selected him as the 75th pick, it was a turning point not just for Russell, but for the franchise itself. Hitting the ground running, Wilson entered a competitive camp, battling it out with seasoned veterans. The odds seemed stacked against him. Many assumed he would be a backup to starter Matt Flynn, who was brought in with a hefty contract. But Russell had other plans. With his unyielding drive and a talent for making swift, smart decisions on the field, he quickly impressed the coaching staff. In a matter of weeks, during preseason, he transformed from an underdog into a crowd favorite. After a strong showing, Wilson was named the starting quarterback just before the regular season kicked off, a move that shocked analysts and fans alike. Not only did his presence inject a youthful energy into the team, but Wilson also showcased an uncommon poise for a rookie. His ability to read defenses and adapt under pressure revealed a rare maturity, turning early doubts into awe. As his rookie year progressed, Russell's highlight reel grew exponentially. With an athletic blend of passing precision and mobility, he led the Seahawks to a 11-5 record. His performances were nothing short of electrifying, and the once dubious critics quickly found themselves converted by his sheer talent. The league was starting to see a new breed of quarterback, one who could evade defenders, scramble for yardage, and deliver pinpoint throws with ease. But that wasn't all. Unlike many rookies, Russell wasn't just satisfied with individual accolades. He thrust the Seahawks into the playoff spotlight, leading them to their first postseason appearance in 5 years. Suddenly, he wasn't just a fifth-round pick. He was a beacon of hope and a symbol of possibility for Seattle. As the season closed, Wilson left every skeptic behind, ending up in the history books as one of the most successful rookie quarterbacks in the NFL. The draft day doubts were long forgotten, and instead, an iconic chapter was beginning for both Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. What seemed like a once disappointing draft pick had now laid the groundwork for a team destined for greatness, setting the stage for a Super Bowl run that would soon follow. In just his second season, Russell Wilson found himself not just a participant, but a central figure in Super Bowl 48, held in February 2014. The Seahawks faced off against the heavily favored Denver Broncos, led by the legendary Peyton Manning. Everyone expected a high-scoring contest, given that the Broncos boasted one of the most prolific offenses in NFL history. But what unfolded was nothing short of extraordinary. From the very first snap, the Seahawks displayed a ferocity that caught everyone off guard. Less than 12 seconds into the game, a safety left them leading 2-0. But that was just the beginning. Wilson's poised performance, marked by precise passes and strategic decision-making, drove Seattle's high-octane offense. With the game's rhythm in their favor, he connected with his receivers effortlessly, showcasing not just talent, but a deep understanding of the game. As the game progressed, the Seahawks defense, famously known as the Legion of Boom, asserted itself dominantly against Manning and his crew. Wilson, meanwhile, remained cool under pressure, displaying the confidence of a seasoned veteran despite his young age. By halftime, Seattle had built an unimaginable lead, with Wilson contributing 2 touchdown passes. The energy in the stadium was electric, and fans were beginning to realize they were witnessing a historic upset. When the final whistle blew, the scoreboard read 43-8 in favor of the Seahawks. Wilson had led his team not only to victory, but to one of the most decisive wins in Super Bowl history. The emotion of that moment, a culmination of hard work, dedication, and the realization of a dream, was palpable. Cameras captured Wilson, a humble young athlete, celebrating with his teammates and acknowledging the fans who had supported them throughout the grueling season. This victory didn't just elevate Wilson's status, it propelled him into the conversation of elite quarterbacks in the NFL. The headlines hailed him as a hero, a beacon of hope for Seattle and proof that determination and teamwork could defy the odds. The momentum gaining from this triumph carried Wilson and the Seahawks into the subsequent seasons, leaving an indelible mark on both his career and NFL history itself. But as we know, every rise has its challenges, and the journey ahead for Wilson was just beginning. Following the exuberance of his Super Bowl triumph, Russell Wilson found himself plunged into a quagmire of controversies that would challenge his character and leadership. One major incident that left fans and analysts scratching their heads was the infamous decision to pass the ball on the 1-yard line in Super Bowl 49, instead of giving the ball to Marshawn Lynch. The disastrous interception not only cost the Seahawks the championship, but also set off a firestorm of criticism directed at Wilson and the coaching staff. Many believe that this moment defined his career trajectory, where doubts sprang about his ability to execute in high-pressure situations. As the years progressed, these doubts morphed into a narrative that followed him closely. Was he the right leader for the Seahawks? Although the team reached the playoffs multiple times, critics pointed to the inconsistencies in Wilson's performance. Some games showcased his brilliance, while others revealed glaring flaws in his decision-making and mechanics. The divide grew within the locker room, with rumors of discord among players, hinting that not everyone viewed him as an unquestioned leader. Off the field, Wilson found himself embroiled in various controversies, like his lavish lifestyle seemingly at odds with the image of a football player dedicated to his craft. Social media buzzed with comments about his high-profile marriage to pop star Ciara. While many cheered for the couple, others were quick to accuse him of being more focused on celebrity than on football itself. By 2021, the whispers became louder. Wilson expressed dissatisfaction with the Seahawks organization, demanding changes in the offensive strategy. The fallout from this revelation was immense, with speculation soaring about his potential exit from Seattle, poising the future of the franchise precariously. These struggles coalesced into a perfect storm, overshadowing what was a once-celebrated career. The Seahawks, having placed their faith in Wilson for years, now faced choices that could redefine their franchise. Fans collectively wrestled with the question, could he bounce back from all the noise? Or was this the beginning of the end? Just when it seemed all hope was lost, a surprising trade to the Denver Broncos appeared on the horizon, opening a new chapter in Wilson's tumultuous career. These controversies and subsequent struggles unveiled a more vulnerable side of Wilson, revealing the immense pressure athletes face as they navigate the complex interplay of fame, leadership, and expectations. With critics lurking at every corner, the question lingers, can Russell Wilson turn this chapter into a remarkable comeback story? Or has the narrative of his career taken a twist too far? As time will tell, fans can only hold their collective breath. In March 2022, the NFL world was rocked by the news that Russell Wilson had been traded from the Seattle Seahawks to the Denver Broncos in what many considered one of the most shocking trades in recent history. Speculation had been swirling around Wilson's future in Seattle, especially after the tumultuous end to the 2021 season, which included an early playoff exit and mounting criticisms toward both him and the coaching staff. Fans were left wondering, why would the Seahawks part ways with a franchise icon who had brought them their first Super Bowl? The trade's implications were immense. The Broncos had not made the playoffs since the 2015 season, and acquiring Wilson was their bold move to reclaim their competitive edge in an increasingly tough AFC West division. Many believed Wilson, with his Super Bowl pedigree and experience, could take the Broncos back to contention. But the real story was how the trade unfolded behind the scenes. Dramatic reports indicated tensions were high, and the Seahawks' willingness to let go of their star quarterback signaled deep-rooted issues within the team. As the dust settled, Wilson emerged in Denver with sky-high expectations. Hopes were fueled by his electric playing style, versatility on the field, and leadership qualities. Fans eagerly awaited the fresh start, considering that Wilson had previously been a perennial Pro Bowl participant and one of the league's elite quarterbacks. However, the season soon unraveled in ways no one could have anticipated. The Broncos' offense struggled under Wilson's command, leading to criticism and disappointment. His performance was riddled with mistakes, and the chemistry with his new teammates was far from seamless, leading to a staggering 5-12 record that left fans, analysts, and even Wilson questioning what had gone wrong. It's a perplexing twist in a player known for his resilience. Was the pressure of high expectations too much? Did the constant comparisons to his former success overshadow his new journey? And what about his prospects moving forward? These questions linger as Wilson begins to navigate through the fallout from a challenging season. Despite the struggles, there's a belief that every setback is an opportunity for a comeback. The Denver chapter may have started as a rocky road, but NFL careers are often marked by redemption. As Wilson aims to find his footing in Denver, both fans and expert commentators are watching closely to see if this veteran can channel his previous greatness and breathe new life into the Broncos. The question remains, can Russell Wilson truly flip the narrative and redefine his legacy after a year of adversity? Only time will tell if he can transform this daunting experience into a powerful story of resurgence. Russell Wilson's path has taken an intriguing turn as he makes his way to the storied franchise of the Pittsburgh Steelers. This move comes after a tumultuous period in Denver, where he faced mounting pressure and scrutiny. But the change of scenery could be just what he needs for a fresh start. Pittsburgh, known for its passionate fan base and strong football culture, presents an opportunity for Wilson to reconnect with his roots and reignite the spark that made him an elite quarterback. The Steelers possess a solid foundation with a dedicated coaching staff and a roster that includes dynamic playmakers. Unlike the Broncos, the Steelers are known for fostering quarterbacks who thrive under pressure. With a strong offensive line and a talented receiving core, Wilson might find the support he needs to rediscover his rhythm. There's also the potential for an exciting partnership with an emerging star, perhaps an opportunity to mentor a rookie or work alongside seasoned veterans, feeding into his competitive nature. But let's not forget the critical aspect of mental resilience. Wilson has faced challenges that have tested not only his skill on the field, but his character off it. Transitioning to Pittsburgh could serve as a therapeutic experience, allowing him to build new relationships and rally around a common goal. In the NFL, confidence is everything, and a solid start in the Steel City could help him shed the weight of previous criticisms and doubts. As the countdown to the new season begins, fans and analysts alike are buzzing with anticipation. Can Russell Wilson adapt to a new system and lead the Steelers back to prominence? The stakes could not be higher. This isn't just about football for him. It's about reclaiming his legacy and proving that he still belongs among the best in the game. The question echoing in every fan's mind is, will Pittsburgh be the place where Russell Wilson finds his second wind? Only time will tell if the changes on and off the field will set the stage for an impressive resurgence. As we reflect on Russell Wilson's journey, it's evident that his path has been anything but straightforward. From a standout youth in Richmond to a Super Bowl champion, and now to facing the uncertainties of a fresh start in Pittsburgh, his career has been a roller coaster of highs and lows. Each chapter tells a story of determination, challenges, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. Will Russell be able to turn the critical voices into silence and reclaim his status among the NFL elite? As he steps onto the field with the Steelers, the question remains, can he rise to the occasion once more, or have the years of pressure taken their toll? The answer isn't clear, but one thing is for sure, the football world will be watching closely. With a mix of skepticism and hope, fans and critics alike are eager to see if this new chapter will truly signal his renaissance. Are we witnessing the beginning of a comeback story, or will this be another twist in an already fascinating saga? Only time will tell.